After Duke University quarterback Daniel Jones broke his collarbone in week 2 of the season, the team turned to a couple of senior engineering students and walk-on players for a game plan to get him back on the field using 3D technology. The results could be a game changer for the sport. Let's bring in those two students. Clark Bullet and Kevin Gesmann join me now. And the fact that we're having some Duke guys on, I'm going to get a lot of blowback for this, guys, but it's great to have you and welcome.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for having us, Kelly.
Yeah, we're really excited to be here, Kelly.
Kevin, explain to me, you've actually known Daniel Jones, the quarterback, you guys have all kind of known each other for a period of many years, right? How did you come up with the idea to help his collarbone heal using 3D printing?
Well, our engineering curriculum kind of taught us 3D printing, and we were able to use that to kind of put it to good use, the best use we found. Clark can kind of explain a little bit better because he was the one that originated with the idea.
Sure, Clark.
Yeah, so we actually came in with Daniel in the summer before we even started at Duke. So he was a walk-on with us at first, and so we grew really close to him. But then the idea kind of came when Kevin and I were talking to our athletic trainer Hap in the years after that, and he was really excited about the use cases that 3D printing could have in football. And so he was looking for a way to use it, and sadly the first time that he was able to was with Daniel's injury.
So Kevin, I understand that you guys are playing Northwestern. Daniel breaks his collarbone. They initially go to him with the typical kind of cast, and it wasn't working, was it? How did you guys then work on creating the right 3D model to get him back on the field?
Right, so it all began with a 3D scan. So we got a 3D scan of his entire torso, and we were able to, from their model with some software that we were familiar with through engineering, and create a model that would be the perfect geometry really to optimize his mobility, comfortability, and protection to protect the outside of his collarbone.
Was it just a matter, Kevin, of trial and error? Meaning, I read that you guys had to start the 3D printing when you'd go to bed. You'd wake up and you'd try the new thing. Was it just trial and error, or did you have to come up with whole new software programming to have an application like this for his collarbone?
So we used some software that we were unfamiliar with, so there was a learning curve for us to figure out how to do all of the stuff, but it was a prototyping stage. So let's say the rapid prototyping that we were able to use, thanks to the resources we have here at Duke, allowed us some trial and error in that we would print one brace that had some geometry and then make some changes, and then be able to print a second brace so we could check and see and improve our model even the next day.
Clark, what do you think could, 3D might, I read that Rydell, the helmet maker, is going to start doing 3D scans of people's heads, putting some kind of liner in to make it, safer. Do you think there could be more applications of this? Have you ever heard of people doing this before?
Well, so I'm not really sure about what the current applications are. We just had all these amazing resources available at Duke that allowed us to do this incredible project. But the possibilities are out there. And I do know that Thomas Davis, a few years ago, wore a 3D printed wrist brace in Super Bowl 50, I believe it was. So it has happened before, but not very many times. And it's really encouraging to see that it's happening more and more.
And Clark, I read here you're going on a gap year, then medical school. Kevin, you're looking for something in engineer. Why don't you just do this? This is your golden ticket.
It's a good question, and we're looking into more applications this spring and continuing a inspiring project, to say the least.
Well, it's been very cool to read about. Congratulations, guys. Thank you both for joining us, and we hope Daniel Jones may find lots of success with his healed collarbone.
Thank you, Kelly. We really hope that he does too.
Awesome. Thanks for being here.